So let's not add to the tension, shall we? The importance of maintaining a calm and perceptive profile is reiterated in a memo from Captain Frello. It reads, the death of Lynn Tatum can be expected to produce an unknown amount of backlash from the community. I'm certain that all officers under my command who encounter such backlash will respond to it with intelligence and forbearance. Above all, we must try to understand the natural suspicions surrounding the incident and do our level best to maintain our professional relationship with the public. Now, as an addendum, keep clear of the downstairs cells until further notice. There's a murder investigation underway there. Be aware there's an outstanding warrant for Sonny Crockett wanted for questioning in relation to the Tatum death. Item last. Today, Detective Barker goes undercover to 137th and Hurdle in an effort to apprehend certain cultural parasites doing a fast and lucrative business in bootleg designer jeans. He will assume the guise of the classical poet Homer, that of a blind man. Backups are as follows. Gomez Pepitone, Bareilles Smiljanic. Detective Belka will instruct you in your duties at the site. All right, that's it. Let's roll. And hey! Let's be careful out there, huh?
This place is pretty cool, huh?
Hi, Christian. Can I see you for a minute?
Hold that. Extra coffee, Mr. Weissman.
Don't look right, don't look left.
Yeah, no,
just straight on. That's 10 country morning snacks. 10 country morning snacks.
Yeah.
5 lumberjack specials. And 6 galloping grapefruits.
Fruits.
You got all that?
Yeah. They didn't.
Okay, now here is the money. Money. You sure you know where the place is?
Yeah. It's on the corner of Walk and Don't Walk, across the street from the intersection where the signal light goes out every time it rains.
Leo, did I just see you assign that pre-limbic single helix mutoid to today's breakfast run?
Yeah. Hey, he's trying to get straight. I figure a little responsibility might help.
Judas H. on horseback. Don't you know, once he is on the street, that money goes directly into rearranging the molecular chemistry of his cerebellum.
Oh, I think you're wrong, Lieutenant. He's very determined.
I'm not hurting you, am I, Christian?
No. Feels nice.
Yeah. And now, see, we roll the fingers across the paper.
I don't like pipes.
You don't?
So trendy.
That wasn't so bad, now was it? Here. Christian, your hands are so soft.
Well, I have a special cream I like to rub in all over my skin.
You do, huh?
Yeah, it's made from the secretions of queen bees.
Secretions, huh? What part of your body, skin, do you rub this cream on?
Well, I like to rub it in the undersides of my legs.
Uh-huh.
And then sometimes I like to rub it in all over my shoulders.
Uh-huh.
And sometimes I like to get it in my hands and kind of rub it in between it so it squishes out between my fingers. And sometimes I like to rub it.
Kristen, come on.
I have to go. Thanks for showing me how you fingerprint criminals.
Oh.
Alabaster skin, man. Supple bosoms, up tilted.
Mandatory 5-year sentence, loss of pension, picture in the paper.
Goodbye, John. I hope you don't have too hard of a day.
We have a 911. On Broadway in progress. See surplus store, corner Peebles Drive, on 24th Street.
Do you ever notice how the little pigeons only perch on amber lights? The traffic signals, whereas your red and green are on the average of 30 seconds or so every minute. The amber lights up only a few seconds in between. Pigeons don't have to worry about it glaring in their tiny little eyes so much.
Unit 2202, Unit 477, request backup for domestic situation at 1906 Freeman Drive. Can you respond?
2202, we'll take it. Turn up the hour there. Well, looks like we're gonna break up a little tea party. Back it up, Rico. All right, up against the wall. Come on.
He's rich!
What you got here, boy? Smash! Come on. Listen.
Excuse me, buddy. Could I have your name, telephone number, and... Hey, what do you know, huh?
Johnny, where were you last night when I needed you?
What happened?
I was robbed in my front yard, shot at in my living room, and mugged in my kitchen. I gotta divorce that woman. And you know I'm gonna make this guy my manager? He's already got me booked for 5 to 10 at San Quentin.
Look at this. You know what this is right here? This is 500 big ones in developmental capital. Man, people have been coming up to me all day trying to get a piece of the action. Some of us can recognize talent.
Johnny, you're sensational. I mean, you're a genius,
Take this, right? You go on down to Paviola's over on Crawford Drive. You get a haircut, a manicure, a shave, you get the works. Then you go to Armando's over on Edgemont. You get a suit. Ask for Linda. Don't let him give you anybody else, right? Linda. All right, Linda. All right, then you go to Rob's Auto Leasing. You pick up a set of wheels. Hey, you're gonna be a winner, sweetheart. You gotta look like one.
Johnny, and I don't know what to say. I'll dance at your wedding. You know any sick kids? I'll do the benefit. I owe everything to you. And you know, there isn't going to be a day in my life that I'm not, forget that.
All right,
I mean,
hey,
I
would
mean,
you just can it, huh, Vic?
You're right. Hey, listen, you know how to tell if Godzilla's in the bathtub with you? You can smell Cleveland on his breath.
Ma, please. Of course I'm happy he's better. I was just thinking that it might be better for him to spend a couple more days in the care unit, that's all. Could you hold on for a second, Mom? Hi.
Hi.
Where are you going?
Check out a unit. Where else?
Who's your partner today? You have a beat yet?
Yeah, my partner's Bat Masterson, and we're going after them rustlers on the North Range.
Come on.
You're doing it again, Mick. You're being a Jewish mother. I'm gonna ignore it.
Everything okay, Joe?
Yeah. Captain says IED's gonna talk to me in an hour. You go ahead and get reassigned, Luce. It's okay.
No, I mean, it's okay. I got plenty of paperwork I can get done. Really, no sweat.
They gonna talk to you?
3 o'clock. But don't worry, I'm not going to say anything that might hurt you.
There ain't nothing to say but what happened.
Okay. I'm just trying to do what's right.
No progress in locating Sonny Crockett, the biker. We got a report that he cleaned out his hotel room about an hour after being released yesterday and hasn't been back. That's it.
Let's find out who his friends are, what places his group hangs out. Wouldn't hurt to put a description on all the local bars, too.
I say he's gone cross-country. Frank man on a motorcycle is about as mobile as you can get.
We got an APV out with the state police. Mobile, yes, but also highly visible. I think he's still in town.
Who's keeping an eye on Joe Coffey?
Officer Coffey's on duty at the front desk. I don't see that any useful purpose would be served by watching him.
I'm not here to burn Officer Coffey at this stake. I'm here to find out who murdered Lynn Tatum. I have to say, the attitude of this precinct has been less than satisfactory in moving it along.
In what way less than satisfactory?
I need your interrogation room for interviews. I was told I could have it if and when it was available.
Well, you have it for the whole day. What else?
I asked for Coffey's work file an hour ago.
Ray, see to it that Lieutenant Shipman has ready access to everything he needs. No dragging. We're cooperating in this 100%.
Yes, Frank.
Anything else, Lieutenant?
No. Not unless you know how to remove the knife in my back your people keep putting there with their eyes. Thank you, Captain.
Well, it is a bit past the breakfast hour, isn't it, old
He
chap?
might have got lost. It happens.
Well, I decided not to wait myself. Had a croissant with my cocoa.
Carol and Leo, 2 buyers and a seller.
Names first. You first.
Tell your name.
Name.
Kinney.
What? Kinney. You got a first name goes with that?
Dennis.
Dennis Kinney, Jr.? Senator Kinney's son?
How can I help you people?
I came to see the cell. I want you to show me the cell where my son died.
I'm Reverend Banks from the Holy Christ Church. I brought Mrs. Tatum and her daughter here to see this place, because they can no longer live in peace with themselves until they do.
Mrs. Tatum, you don't...
Show me! I have a right to see!
Ma'am, I'm afraid that's not possible.
How many of you did it take? How many of you pigs did it take to kill my brother? Don't...
Captain, this is Mrs. Tatum, her daughter, and the Reverend Banks.
Reverend? Mrs. Tatum.
So you were in charge? You're the man who let my son die?
I'm sorry, Mrs. Tatum. I'm sorry for your loss.
He's sorry. He wants us to believe that.
Mrs. Tatum made a request to see the place where her son died.
I don't see that that would serve any purpose, Reverend.
You don't want us to have nothing. Nothing. Why would
you not a good idea.
And leave him there all alone? Why would you just throw him in there and let him die?
Ma'am, I don't know if you're familiar with the effect of a drug such as the one
no.
your son had taken.
No. He was a good boy. He made some mistakes, but he was going to get over it.
Who killed my brother? What do you kill my brother?
It's not been established that any police officer has killed anyone.
Please.
Reverend, could you help out here, please?
Oh, yes, Captain, I will. But I'm only here as a witness. And people are watching you, and we are here as a presence.
We're doing everything possible.
A boy died in this place. How can I make you feel that death, Captain? How can I make you feel it deep in your heart?
Oh, my poor Lynn. My poor baby.
Terribly sorry.
Oh, God.
Please
You're going to have to go, ma'am.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hi.
What's your name, Sonny?
Oh, my name's Archie. What's your name?
Tell me, Archie, what do you know about sheep?
Sheep.
Sheep.
I don't get you.
You know it takes 50 acres of prime grazing land to feed one sheep?
Oh, yeah?
You know it takes 5 square blocks of this city to feed one blind man? You're on my turf, Sonny, so scram, beat it.
Hey, wait a minute. If you're a blind man, how'd you know there was another blind man standing here?
I heard you tapping your cane.
Well, I ain't got no cane.
Yeah, smart guy. What's that, right?
Scram, Sonny, before I call a cop.
Mr. Kinney and Mr. St. Clair met you in a parking lot on 15th Street at 7:30 this morning. From there, you took them into an alleyway and sold them 20 nickel bags of heroin for $200. Correct so far?
I upped the ticket on them. I saw those two coming through the door.
When the police appeared, Mr. Kinney pocketed the heroin, then the three of you attempted to escape on foot but were apprehended.
That's it. That's exactly what happened.
I have to say, Mr. Dundee, I seldom see a client as confident about a situation as you seem to be.
Well, ma'am, there's justice in the world, and then there's justice.
This time out, I got me some of the justice.
You were seen taking the money. You were seen handing over the heroin.
It's a matter of proximity, ma'am. And those two boys was just as proximate as I was. They ain't gonna go put some poor black dealer in jail if it means putting the senator's son there, too. I'm gone.
Hi, Joyce.
Hi, Doug.
We'll meet at Bar Gin.
Who's the suit?
Douglas Comstock, attorney. Mastio Dundee, alleged felon.
I'm here to help out with Dennis Kinney.
All right.
What is it, Doug?
In case you're considering some kind of separate deal for your client, I think I should tell you that it's in your best interest to see what 6 hours will bring.
Can you be more explicit?
I'm working on a dismissal on other grounds. Your Mr. Dundee will be included, of course.
I like that suit.
What were they doing? Picking up a little diversion for spring break?
No comment.
Clark, Joyce. I'm sorry, I'm not going to be able to make it. I'm jammed through lunch. I want to see you two. How about drinks later? At the Four Oaks, about 6:30? Great. Me too. Bye.
How, sir? Business?
Hi, Frank. The Dennis Kinney situation. I pulled the dealer. Who, by the way, is anticipating an early release on a little upper-class justice.
We're doing Kinney by the numbers.
You mean it'll be out by 3:30 instead of 3. Talk to you later. I've got to run.
Why did you bring clothes to Tatum in the holding cell?
I felt sorry for him.
You felt sorry for somebody who assaulted you twice?
He was sick.
What did he say when you brought him clothes?
He didn't say anything.
What did you say to him?
I don't remember. Something like, put these on or something.
What have you got against blacks, Joe?
What kind of question is that? I don't have anything against blacks. I work with them every day.
You ever use the word nigger?
Everybody has once in a while. They use it. Yeah, now, what does that have to do with this?
How do you think you conducted yourself at the Tatum arrest?
Like a police officer.
How did it feel when you choked him out?
Hey, what's going on here? Whose side are you guys on anyway?
Relax, Joe. We're just asking some questions.
No, where do I stand with you guys? You tell me that.
This isn't a grand jury. We don't decide anything here, Joe. We just want to hear your side of the story.
All right. I didn't feel anything. I didn't hate the guy. I didn't love the guy. I just wanted to get him down. I would have done anything to get the guy down.
Excuse us, gentlemen. I would like to have a word with my client while he's in such an expansive mood. Now.
You my lawyer?
Yeah.
Well, where the hell were you?
I'm sorry. I should have gotten here sooner, but nobody told me I was going to be defending Francis the Talking Mule. Is there someplace we could go? Come on.
Can't we do this out there?
Why, is there some incriminating evidence you didn't give IID first time?
I'm supposed to talk to them, right? What am I going to do?
You're going to stop being a motor mouth, which might be difficult in your case, but give it a shot.
I didn't do anything. I got nothing to feel guilty about.
Yeah. Look, let me tell you something, Joe. I take a lot of these cases. And even the ones where it's obvious that nobody did anything to anybody, they still end up in civil lawsuits or worse. Now, look, I am not asking you to do a single thing that doesn't go along with what you know to be the truth. All I'm asking you is to play it smart.
Well, what do you want me to do?
I told you I want you to start by keeping your mouth closed unless I'm there. You've got one friend in life right now. That's me. By the way, the name is Sam Weiser.
Let me ask something, Sam. Do you always conduct your interviews in the John?
Well, in your case, yeah. I want to give you a preview of what you're into. Up to your neck.
It shouldn't have to happen to a guy like Joe Coffey. It just ain't right. It seems like every time the least little thing happens to a minority member in this town, some cop's got to pay for it.
It isn't just that it happened to a black man, Andy. There's the circumstances.
You don't think Joe Coffey did it?
Oh, of course not.
And circumstances ain't got nothing to do with it.
Somebody killed a prisoner in a police holding cell. You can't expect people to just stand by and accept that.
All right, just
Unit
don't get all...
202, pick up on a warrant for questioning at Junior's Pool Hall, 133 North Utica, a Crockett Sonny, male, caution, age 29.
Oh, that's great. A biker in a pool hall. If there's anything worse than busting a biker, it's busting one on a pool.
Now, you just wait a minute, pal. As one who is familiar and happy with the open road, I'm here to tell you that all these boys are not necessarily all looking for trouble.
Anything you say, Rico.
By the media. They've had these motorcycle pictures out of Hollywood. They've had that Peter Fonda and that communism out here.
Crazy,
Good Southern people firing guns out the back of a pickup truck at two people on a bike. Now, I have belonged to motorcycle clubs my personal self. They are constructive social organizations. There is no need for this. You are buying trouble. You are announcing your need for trouble by wearing
What are you
that.
talking about? I grew up in a pool hall. So let's go. And let me tell you something. You never forget the sound of a business end of acoustic just before it goes upside your head.
All right, you have it your own way. But by my not wearing a helmet, I am showing a willingness to parlay that will incite trust. You'll see. How you doing there, big boy?
Everybody just stand back out of the way while we get this guy out of here. Stand back, you two. And then we'll be out of here.
What I tell you, man, it's a piece of cake.
Henry, I made a list of all the things Frank could have been talking about when he said I don't show enough leadership ability.
Well, a list always helps to clarify your thinking, right?
Could I show it to you, please? I want to take it into Frank.
Are you sure he was even questioning your leadership?
I put in this column, possible accusation. And here, refutation. Here, accusation. The lieutenant failed to prevent press leaks at the time of the Rojas homicides. Refutation. Press leaks were a result of stolen arrest reports, and it is express duty of desk sergeant at the house to keep unauthorized personnel from a squadron.
Well, I guess there's no harm in explaining that to Frank.
Here, accusation. The lieutenant failed to notify Diablos concerning May 79 gang summit. Explanation. That day, Rosa got her hand caught in toaster oven. I wasn't thinking straight.
Well, Sounds like you and Frank have a lot to talk about, right?
Sergeant Esterhaus, you will phone call on line 2.
Okay. Yo, check it out. Ah, check the line, sweetheart. Got the whole gig. $475 and change. $475 and change. Hey, terrific. Oh, you beautiful guy, you. Is he a guy or what, huh? Listen, I pick up a chick at lunch today. Has the gall to tell me I'm a lousy lover. I say, sweetheart, don't be ridiculous. You can't decide something like that in 2 minutes. You gotta save this stuff. It's what you couldn't get the big bucks for. Oh, hey, I know this guy owns a club over on Baldwin, huh? Yeah, Maury. Hey, J.D. here. J.D. LaRue, right. Right. Listen, hold on to your hat. I got a hot one for you. There's a guy standing in front of me right now who's got a 2-day window of vulnerability, but you're gonna have to act now or it's see you at the Rose Parade. Hey, I'm telling you, this guy is smoking. And because it's you, I think I can arrange a deal that'll let you see a piece of serious change.
Ladies, this is Officer Schnitz. Who's going to be introducing Group A to the intricacies of our computer filing system.
The guy blazes new comic frontiers every time he opens his mouth. Okay. Hey, don't rush me, huh? All right. You ready? Huh? Vic Hitler Jr. Yeah, Hitler. What'd he say? Oh, he's thinking about it. Oh. Hey, excuse me, just a minute. Wait. Where are you going? You stay right here in case he calls back.
Those of you lucky enough to find yourself a Group B can follow me for a captivating explanation of our computer terminal.
Christy.
I'm supposed to be listening.
Forget that. You want to learn police work out of a filing cabinet? I'm into something big. You keep quiet about it, I'll let you in on it.
What is it?
How'd you like to have a first-hand look at a stakeout?
What kind of stakeout?
Loan shark. It's a classic loan shark stakeout. You know, you might have studied it in school.
I'm supposed to be here now.
Yeah, but what about later? I mean, this could be a really late stakeout.
Where?
There is a green Dodge van that'll be parked on the north side of Decker, just off of Edgemont. Okay, rap on the back when you get there, okay? Here. Yeah, it's $5. Take a cab.
Maybe.
Only if you're interested in police work now. I mean, real undercover stuff.
Yeah, I'll bet.
Just gonna say 3 words, babe. Statutory rape. Boy, when are you gonna start listening?
That is a pile of turkey feathers.
Check
Say I can't take a bop in the head with a pool cube if some sucker looks like this. It's the day I break this apart.
You tell him the truth, man.
Hey,
you know
man.
what happened down there.
Hey, man.
I saw it. So
Hey,
come on, tell
hey,
me.
man. Not a good idea at all, man. Come on, man. Book him.
Have you ever heard Officer Coffee make racist remarks of any kind?
Joe? Get out of here.
Answer the question, please.
What do you want, Joe Coffey's biography? You want to know what happened in the street yesterday?
We need to get all the necessary background information.
Well, get it from somebody else. I don't know his life story. Ask me. He's a good cop. And let me tell you something else. I don't like your innuendos. I like the way you guys come sniffing around.
Officer Bates.
And let me finish this. I don't like your assumptions. I don't like your wide ties. I don't like it. You don't even know Joe Coffey. You don't know any of us here. You come up here like you're spitting in our faces like we're some kind of garbage that goes around killing people.
Officer Bates, that's enough!
No, it is not enough. And most of all, I don't like it because you get paid to hang out cops and you enjoy it. What do, huh? You notch your belt and now you go home and count the cop scalps on the wall?
Did it ever occur to you, Officer Bates? You hate IAD for precisely the same reason the community at large hates cops? Do you respect people who hate you when they don't even know you, officer? Do you respect people who throw bottles at you for doing your job?
Have you ever heard Officer Coffey make racist remarks of any kind?
No, I have never heard him make any racist remarks.
I'm delighted things seem to work out.
You've been very lucky.
This time, how many favors can you call? How many times can you bring out the tactical mutes? This whole sort of business is absolutely tragic. Joyce, I have advised Senator Kinney on more than one occasion to strike preemptively, go public, cauterize the situation. Maybe you can buy some sympathy. Joyce, the senator is understandably concerned about unhealthy publicity. Needless to say, we all hope that your Mr. Dundee won't approach the tabloids.
I don't know anything about his inclinations, Doug, but I think I perceive yours.
I'm merely suggesting if there's any way we can sit down with him, just talk generally about helping him put the pieces back together.
Doug, trust me. Your best shot at keeping Mr. Dundee away from the papers is to simply shut up. The moment you try to buy his silence, he'll be auctioning off the rights to the highest bidder.
I suspect you're right. It doesn't hurt to ask. Clark's right, you know.
Clark?
Word on the vine has it that you're taking a position with the Justice Department. You couldn't ask for a better friend or mentor than Clark Galloway. I am betting you will go far. Well, Dennis, let's go home.
Sergeant Esterhaus, you have a phone call on line 4.
Yeah, you got some scotch tape? Hey, breakfast, man. It seems like it took forever.
I am going to sue the briefs off that cheap bastard.
Which cheap bastard, Faye?
Municipal court judge, Paul Grogan.
Told him you're pregnant.
He had the unmitigated gall to suggest that I had talked myself into an hysterical pregnancy. I assured him on no uncertain terms that there was nothing hysterical about the pregnancy.
Is he going to help out?
Help out? He won't even admit responsibility. I mean, he kept referring to it as this alleged pregnancy. And then he gave me the number of his cousin Milton, who runs what he euphemistically calls a pregnancy counseling service. And then he offered me $2,500 if I'd go see him. I may have been born at night, Frank, but I wasn't born last night. The man's an abortionist. And I don't have to review my position on that.
No.
And then he had the nerve to say that if, in fact, this alleged pregnancy is false, I could keep the $2,500. I told him that he could stuff the $2,500 up his alleged...
Faye?
I spent the whole rest of the day going from one social service agency to the other. Well, they told me that unless my income is zero, I don't qualify for any kind of aid whatsoever. In other words, Frank, what they're telling me is that I don't exist.
Maybe they're just trying to tell you shouldn't have this child.
I have never felt so alone or rejected in my whole life.
Hey, I assure you, you're not alone.
And I'm grateful for that, Frank. Oh!
What? What's the matter?
I'm going to be sick.
Hi, Faye. Whoa, hey, Faye, what's the matter?
Nothing's the matter, Henry. I'm pregnant, and I'm about to lose my lunch.
Frank, the meeting with Reverend Banks' group will be at 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon.
Here?
No, we agreed on the meeting hall at Holy Christ Church. I contacted Councilman Mangiori's office. He will be there. Chief Daniels is a probable.
Good work, Ray. You're really excellent on such short notice. I mean it.
Thank you, Captain.
Is there anything else?
Yes, there is. As a matter of fact, I wanted to talk to you about...
Excuse me, Captain. Sorry to interrupt, Lieutenant. We just got word that Mick Belker's dad passed away.
Mick doesn't know.
I don't think so. He's out on stakeout.
Where?
137th north of Hurdle.
I'll go. Ray, I'm sorry. Maybe later this afternoon or tomorrow morning?
Of course, Frank.
Hey, sugar. How much money you got in that coin?
Beat it, street meat.
$15, $17? I could steam, clean, and press you for that.
Hey, I gotta work, you gotta work, right?
Are you really blind, sugar?
Yes, I am.
This is for you, sugar.
Move it.
Hey!
We got him, let's move.
Quick! Get me back!
The new backup captain.
Why don't you let them take him, Mick? Could I talk to you for a second? Sure.
Yes, sir.
Nick,
What's the matter, Captain?
it's your father. He passed away. I'm very sorry, Nick. It's good work here. We'll take over now. Go see your mother, okay?
Frank, I understand you guys picked up that biker. God, that's good. You're gonna need him. Then Tatum's autopsy, Frank, hot off the press. Frank, he's dead. Lighten up, kid. You'll live longer.
What does it say?
All right. It says, bite marks on his shoulder. Here we go. Strangled from behind. No bar burns on the back of the neck, no fingerprints, ring or jewelry marks on the neck. Victim died from fractured trisoid in the first tracheal ring. As advertised, Lynn Tatum did not die from what happened out on the street, Frank.
You sure?
And an injury like that, you lose air, can't breathe. 15, 20 minutes tops, you're dead. Lynn Tatum died from what happened in the cell, Frank.
To a medical certainty?
99%. It's all there, black and white. As to time, place, cause. I worked hard on that, Frank.
What's the bottom line, Walt?
Bottom line. They could make a case against your cop, Frank. Circumstantial, but, might float. You better pray your witness tells the truth, kid. So the dude keeps giving the cop noise, and the cop goes into a cell.
Can you describe the police officer?
He's 6'2", black curly hair. He's a guinea.
The officer goes into the cell.
Yeah, he comes into the cell, and the cop says, "Shut up!" And so the dude pushes him, and then the cop pushes the dude back, and the cop whacks him. And then he chokes him.
Cop chokes him with his fingers or with his whole arm?
With his whole arm, like this. About a half a minute.
From in back of the guy or in front?
From in back of the guy. If you ask me, the cop took more than he should have anyway. So anyway, then the cop comes over to me.
The officer came into your cell?
No. He points at me through the bars. And he says, you saw not a thing. You say you saw anything and you're a dead man.
Where was the prisoner Tatum at this time?
He stumbled under his bunk.
What was his condition?
Oh, he's out. I mean, the cop cooled him out. Of course, now I guess you tell me the cop croaked him.
All right. What, if anything, happened subsequently?
Later, they let me out, because I'm in on a Hummer anyway, which
false arrest. All right, when they came to release you, did the khaki officers seated Tatum in any way? Respond verbally, please.
No, I mean, they may have looked at him, something like that. They didn't talk to him, anything like that.
Mr. Crockett, it could be in your interests, certainly in ours, if you'd agree to take a polygraph.
I'm not going to take a polygraph. What good's that going to do me?
Assuming what you're saying is true.
There's no reason for my client.
What happens if I get nervous, if I jam up?
We have ways to discount.
Mr. Alvarez, are we through? Because I have a 6:30 appointment in Midtown.
All right, we'll have further questions from Mr. Crockett later. Meanwhile, he'll be charged on resisting and assault. I've got to take it to the grand jury, Frank.
The guy has 9 priors. He won't even take a polygraph.
Doesn't matter if the jury believes him or not. I can't just sit.
At least wait for the final forensics.
Look, microfiber and the autopsy will be in the morning. Tomorrow afternoon...
Have the autopsy.
Oh?
Whatever happened, happened downstairs. As for identifying the murderer, it's inconclusive.
It doesn't change the fact that we have an eyewitness who saw your man do it. Now, tomorrow afternoon, I'm taking Crockett into the jury.
I'm sorry I'm late.
No problem. We got forever.
I had to feed my cat. So, this is a stakeout.
Uh-huh. Yep. Oh, hey, here. Take a look through there.
What am I supposed to be looking at? They seem like a bunch of winos.
Oh, no. Hey, any one of them guys could be a perpetrator. So, you ever like to take pictures? You and your boyfriend ever take any pictures?
You mean like birthday pictures?
Yeah, birthday or at night.
At the beach.
Oh, yeah, the beach, sure.
During the day or at night?
You know, whatever.
In a bathing suit?
Oh, a bathing suit, yeah, or whatever.
Whatever. No, we never took this kind of pictures.
Never did, huh?
You're funny.
Think so?
Can I call you John?
Oh, yeah. Hey, call me anything you like.
I've been mature since I was 12.
Uh-huh.
The men I'm interested in are always a lot older than I am.
Yeah, well, you know, there's so much... They're more... older.
Listen to me. I like you a lot.
Great. Great.
But I have to be a virgin for the man I marry.
I can relate to that. I can even respect that.
Can?
Sort of.
That doesn't mean that we can't make each other happy.
Kristen, I gotta go.
Have continued their investigation into the circumstances surrounding the death of Lynn Tatum, which occurred yesterday in a holding facility of the Hill Street Precinct Station House. Channel 6 has not yet been able to confirm what is believed to be a reliable rumor that the district attorney believes there is enough evidence to charge one or more police officers in the in-custody death.
I turned it down. I told Clark that if I was going to rotate my life 180 degrees, it would have to be for a job profile with a lot more human consequence than antitrust. I also turned it down because of us, which still doesn't solve our problem.
I know.
Something's happened in the last few days, Frank. The man I love, the man I've known for the past 4 years seems to have left town.
But I'm not nominating myself for any medals, Joyce, but I think you have to shoulder some of the responsibility for the way I've been acting.
Me? I'm not the one making sleazy innuendos about where the woman I love and supposedly trust was sleeping on her trip to Washington. Or asking if I had a second-string lover when I just wanted to spend last night alone.
If I've been making innuendos, it's because for the last 3 years, every time I've raised the possibility of deepening our relationship, you made me feel I was pressuring you. Then when I questioned you about this job, about what it might mean for us, you accused me of being jealous. Joyce, you've let me know time after time that my feelings make you anxious, that you don't want to hear about my needs.
That is not true. I've tried my damnedest to balance things, and you're not giving me any credit at all. What the hell do you call what we've had for the past 4 years?
A shadow dance, a series of accommodations.
Is that all you think, Frank?
No, not entirely. I just feel things slipping away.
And I feel like you're ripping us apart. Like you're throwing what we have out the window. Frank, trying to have a professional and a personal life is hard. It means sacrifices. Don't make me the heavy because I tried to strike a balance.
And you've done it. You pulled it off. But all you seem to want now is to maintain the status quo. Joyce, people reach a point where they're either going forward or they're going back. We have to reach for something more. Otherwise, what we have now is just going to turn sour, angry.
Don't you think I've wanted to? Don't you think I've thought about it for hours and hours every night?
Every night?
I'm afraid.
I am too. Anybody with any sense would be.
I'm not talking about general misgivings.